procession of power.
Members, His Excellency the President and Madam Speaker.
It is a command of 1995 Constitution of Republic of Uganda in accordance to Article 101(1) that the President shall, at the beginning of each session of Parliament, deliver to Parliament an address on the state of nation. Therefore, during today's sitting, the House and the nation by extension will receive a presidential address on the state of nation.
Since individuals cannot effectively work alone, the different zones of the country are always encouraged to specialize in given clusters of products or services. It is this realization that led us to distill our first NRM principle, patriotism, love Uganda. Why love Uganda? It is because you need it for your prosperity in the form of the market. Whether you like other Ugandans or you don't like them, but you need them for your prosperity, because they need to buy what you produce so that you are able to be prosperous. Therefore, the opportunists that promote sectarianism and parochialism are enemies of wealth creators, starting with their relatives. The correct ideology and correct strategy of the NRM, mark those three words, my friends. The world has got a lot of problems. Africa has got a lot of problems because they make mistakes on philosophy, make mistake on ideology, make mistake on strategy. The correct philosophy, ideology, and strategy of the NRM have enabled the economy and society of Uganda to go through 5 phases since 1986. These phases are, number 1, the minimum economic recovery phase of restoring aspects of the small colonial enclave money economy of the 3 C's and 3 T's. Our small colonial economy was characterized by the economy of the 3 C's and the 3 T's. 3 C's was coffee, copper, and cotton. And the 3 T's were tobacco, tourism, and tea. It was a small economy. But when Amin came, he destroyed it. I didn't have time to explain that. So when we came in, we had to restore that small island. That's why we are calling it enclave. Because enclave means an island. An island of modernity surrounded by a sea of backwardness. That's the situation we had here in the 1960s. And that small island was comprised of the 3 T's and the 3 C's. But Idi Amin destroyed it. So when we came, we had to bring it back. This is the first phase we call the minimum economic recovery. 2, expanding that enclave with the more production of coffee, tea, etc. That small island was producing coffee of 2 million bags. We are now producing 9 million bags. That small island was producing tea of 23 million kilograms before Amin came in. By the time we came, tea production had declined to 3 million kilograms. We are now producing 60 million kilograms of tea. So, number one, minimum recovery. Number two, expansion of the small island economy. Number three, the diversification of the enclave economy by commercializing the production of bananas, cassava, milk, fruits, palm oil, cocoa, fish, beef, etc. Because during the time of the British, they would say that coffee was the cash crop. Milk and maize and so on were not cash crops. They were just for home consumption. But we said no, all these are cash products. That's why, therefore, phase 3 has been diversification. Phase 4, adding value to some of these raw materials, such as cotton, fruits, milk, tea, timber, sugar, etc. The other day in my speech in Nairobi, I was able to castigate the African practice of exporting raw materials. This is very, 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 very dangerous for this continent. Here, I have banned the export of unprocessed minerals. If a mineral is not fully processed, I don't allow it to be exported. But even the other products, we are struggling to add value to all of them, even coffee. Now, number 5, phase 5, the knowledge economy through the production of vaccines, the production of automobiles, and so on. So we are now also entering the 5th phase, where we use the science of our young people to produce products. These measures have enabled the economy to grow from US dollars 1.5 billion in 1986 to now US dollars 55 billion by the foreign exchange method, and US dollars 180 billion by the... There are, however, still non-tariff barriers. With His Excellency William Ruto recently, we agreed to remove all these barriers against sugar, milk, eggs, fruit juices, etc. Saying that X country has got good rains this year and harvested a lot of maize, and therefore X country will either give quotas for maize from Y. Imagine there are two African countries, X and Y. They should be trading together. But one year, X says, this year I got a lot of rain and I harvested a lot of maize. So I don't allow your maize to come. The maize of Y. Or I allow what they call a quota, a certain amount. Either give quotas for maize from Y, or will not allow any maize imports from Y this year, is wrong. What happens? Why is it wrong? What happens to the maize growers in Y that year? Since the maize in Y will kudiba. Kudiba is our local word here, meaning that if you produce something and nobody buys, it's kudiba. So if the maize from Y this year kudibas, because in X this year they have got their own maize. What happens to the maize growers in Y that year? Since the maize in Y will kudiba, have no buyers. The farmers will migrate to coffee, a product that depends on the global market and does not have those hurdles. Then next year, there's a shortage of rain in X, and they want maize from Y. Sorry, the farmers were betrayed and they migrated to other products. This is the problem. The correct approach should be that maize from Y should not be blocked, even if there is a bumper crop in country X. Let the market determine the maize that will be preferred by the consumers. If it is found that maize producers in country Y are cheaper consistently, then let East Africa allow them to specialize and feed all of us. The crucial point that needs to be done is for the Pan-Africanists to be more active in pushing for the struggle for the political federation of East Africa and for the full economic integration of the common market of Africa. You should aggressively expose those who work for foreign interests and are always diverting our people through the media to the interests of the foreigners. If you read the papers, nobody is talking about African integration. You pick the papers. Papers, social media. What is your future? If you don't know that integration of the market is our salvation, then how can you be in leadership? What are you leading? Are you a leader unto darkness and death? How can it be that you read the papers? Nobody. Football, music, cinema, I don't know what. Okay, you can do those things, but you must survive fast. Eliminate corruption in the public service and from among the political leaders. I've been getting good information about corrupt actors among the public servants, but also among the political actors. With firm evidence, we shall crush these traitors. I have been hearing that people, even in my office, take bribes from people to bring people to see me. Can you imagine? But fortunately, recently we arrested one of them. He's alleged, according to the rules, I should not be accused that I'm saying something sub judice, which is in the court. He's alleged to have extorted shares and money from an investor who was coming from somewhere. He's now in court. So we are moving, we are going to get them. I have been hearing stories that there is a racket from the Minister of Finance to Parliament. To Parliament. I have been hearing, but now I have proof. Nolecho ababi bafude banange I have been hearing that from Ministry of Finance, they arrange with the accounting officers of ministries to come to Parliament, working with some people there to provide certain funds, provided you take a share. I didn't believe this, but now I have proof. So therefore, really the corrupt are like the foreigners. You know, some of these foreigners don't know Uganda, don't know us. When you see them doing what they are doing, and those who support them, I'm very sorry for them because they don't know how strong we are. We are patient. We don't overuse our strength. But if you make a mistake, you will see. So I don't know how those who threaten us, this one, please, we are wasting your time. We are not going to move. Because we are sure, we are people of here, this is our land. We want nothing from anybody, so you are wasting your time. Don't come with the threat, you are wasting your time. Uganda is a land of martyrs, but not only martyrs, but also heroes. We are celebrating 2 days. Because the martyrs don't shoot back. But we are both martyrs, but also heroes. On the 3rd, we are celebrating Martyrs' Day. On the 9th, you remember 9th, you come. We shall be celebrating Heroes' Day. We are fighters. Nobody can play around here. So I feel really amazing that some of our people can join this corruption, knowing that we have the capacity to crush all this group. So now I have got proof that what I've been hearing as a rumor is actually true. So I don't know how we can arrange, what do you call it, amnesty. No amnesty. Very good. So you want blood? Mwagala musanyi. Kale katugende mu maaso. But what I cannot tolerate is like this question of saying, we give money to this ministry, but we take a percentage of it as individuals. This is dishonesty. It's not a mistake. It's a crime. It's a betrayal. Or the ones who go abroad, these foreigners have been approaching our people. They all bring reports. Have been approaching our people. You go and make a bad report against the government of Uganda, and we shall give you an award. And the award will have so much money attached to it in Europe. I wish them good luck. That money of betrayal, we are following it up. We are following it up. They think that we are fools. I don't know why they think so. But we will follow all of that. So those two, the dishonest and the traitor, are the ones we are targeting. The mistake makers, we can cancel them and show them how to do things. Because if we are to punish all the mistake makers, we will have nobody to work with.
Beyond fiscal performance, that indeed Parliament and government of values and furtherance of their spirit, the achievements of legislature, reliable and remarkable the Parliament significantly. There has been a tremendous improvement. 5 oaths were administered. 5 oaths. We passed 42 resolutions. Public resources are efficiently and bill. The House resolved that the bills, this is a complementary working relationship that 11th Parliament year 2024-2025. the Legislative Republic of Uganda, and Section 8 of the Public Leave to 5 members to introduce private members' bills. Received responses to 195 questions from the members as a people-centered parliament receives good governance and sustainable development. One sitting legislator and other eminent and the woman MP, then in addition, on the 8th, and a minister. She was a key, another eminent former legislator. May we please rise to observe a minute of silence to honor all meeting of the Commonwealth Parliament. In addition, Uganda also hosted the 19th Summit of NC. I want to take this opportunity to formally Your Excellency, Uganda's position in this